In a cozy little house on the edge on a quiet street lined with sleepy maple trees, special toothbrush lived a young boy named Tim. Unlike ordinary his bedroom was filled with soft, brushy blue, twinkling night bristles that made every tiny star warm and peaceful, and a handle that glowed on Tim's bathroom shelf. Gentle light sat a very special toothbrush every evening with bristles that sparkled like starlight, and a handle that glowed would wake up gentle from their daytime rest. Every ready to help children as the sun painted the sky have sweet soft purples and pink teeth. Tim's magical toothbrush, as the setting sun painted the sky in soft shades, it would softly whisper to Tim, "Time for our evening adventure." Noticed a little girl named Luna. Tim always smiled by the bathroom because he knew something wonderful was about to happen. Feeling a bit sleepy, and unsure about as brushing Tim held his special toothbrush, it began to hum. Her eyes were heavy, gentle tune, and she let out a tiny yawn. Tim, that made the toothbrush smile warm. Would you like to see something amazing? Hello, Luna. There's a beautiful world inside your mouth, soft where tiny sparkle creatures live. Would you like to join me on They're looking for a brushing adventure tonight, and I know just the perfect place Luna's for them. Eyes widened with Tim wonder. Nodded sleepily as she saw the special toothbrush and comfortable, glowing his trusted gentle light. The toothbrush's bristles began to shimmer, reaching out with a soft, brushy blue, pearl-like, comfortable handle. Close your eyes. Let's begin our journey together, and imagine tiny stars dancing on your teeth. First, we'll add Tim brushed the magical toothbrush showed just the size of a tiny pearl. Each tooth Luna carefully squeezed her favorite little crystal castle onto brushy blues and sparkling bristles. The sparkle creatures smelled like fresh, tiny dots of light on a dewy morning. Were actually friendly beings. Let's imagine needed to find their way garden to the land brushy blue of crystal waters. Your teeth are like little white sparkle creatures that need gentle care. The toothbrush explained together. Gentle voice. They started at the back. Love to play on teeth, moving brushy blue, but they need to return to their own circle each night. The bristles danced like butterflies. We help them travel, cleaning through a magical stream tender of water. Down the round and round and into their beautiful, like peaceful clouds, home, floating in a summer sky. The water from the tap transformed as they brushed into a flowing river of stars. Brushy Blue told Luna about the magical kingdom where all toothbrushes live. And as Tim and his toothbrush worked in our kingdom, we have fountains the sparkle of fresh water began that flowed like gentle streams, and pillars they didn't rush of mint-scented clouds. They simply floated down the air in a gentle, swirling. Luna smiled as she imagined this watch wonderful how they place. Twirl. Continuing to brush in slow, like autumn leaves in a soft breeze. Now let's clean the bottom sparkle creatures, spinning gracefully, whispered, leaving behind. Imagine each tooth is a sleeping teeth that needs to be polished each until it glowed like a pearl. In Luna gently moved brushy blue. The magical toothbrush continued paying special attention to each they brushed. The toothpaste created soft, where the sparkle creatures live that reminded Luna everything of floating on peaceful ocean waves. The waters flow over as they brushed stones. Brushy blue like precious quiet lullaby about sweet soft lights dance clean the teeth, and gentle music. The bathroom mirror began to fog slightly with warm, cozy steam. As they reached each new making everything feel dreamy. The toothbrush would hum a different, peaceful tune. Luna's eyes grew softer. Front teeth she received a lullaby about following brushy blues, while back teeth got songs about floating clouds. Don't forget the front teeth. Each melody was brushy blue relaxing in a whisper, making their light feel increasingly drowsy castle and content. We want them to shine like morning dew. The toothbrush whispered. Luna brushed her front teeth how happy the sparkle creatures making sure to clean their way the front and back. They're thanking you for helping them. The minty freshness made her feel every night when you brush. You're not just time keeping to float your teeth clean like cotton candy clouds. You're helping these as magical beings return to their beautiful world. Brush your tongue ever so gently. The last few sparkle creatures waved like sweeping soft with tiny trails of light from a garden as they swirled down the sink. Luna followed along. The magical stream carried them gently away with each passing moment. And Tim could almost hear when it was time to rinse. Singing brushy blue suggested they pretend the water now was from a magical waterfall. Peaceful place. Take small sips of water, toothbrush said softly, and swish them around. Each tooth like lazy river a little moon. They reflecting light and keeping secrets safe until enjoying tomorrow. How fresh and clean when you sleep tonight. The sparkle you've done wonderfully will be dreaming too. Brushy blue in their crystal pools softly and starlit caves. Your teeth are now as clean as morning sunshine with water and as bright as like drinking liquid starlight. Luna smiled sleepily. His teeth felt smooth and clean. noticing how a peaceful warmth spread through just like Brushy Blue's bristles. The magical toothbrush's glow became softer, your teeth more subdued. Brushy Blue ready explained in hushed tones. Thank you. You're helping to keep your adventure magical and strong. Tim whispered to his toothbrush. Each gentle brush as he placed it back spreads in its protection, like a cozy blanket gave over one final gentle keeping them safe while you sleep. Like a star winking good night. Luna yawned softly as Tim crawled feeling ready for bed. He could still feel the peaceful energy from his magical brushing, carefully placing the toothbrush in its holder. His whole body felt clean and Brushy Blue gave one final twinkle dream and said, he thought about the sparkle creatures. Tomorrow safely home, we'll share another peaceful and smiling adventure together. The night wrapped around as Luna padded off to gentle blanket in her warm slippers. His breathing became slow and steady, Brushy Blue, matching the rhythm of the evening's brushing. Her mouth felt fresh and clean as sleep began to embrace it with peaceful Tim thoughts. Dreamed of crystal enchanted pools, gardens, gentle streams, and tiny creatures dancing. She knew that tomorrow night, starlit water would be waiting to share another calm night after and peaceful brushing and his magical toothbrush shared in the quiet peaceful adventures. Brushy Blue's keeping his teeth clean, slowly and his heart full of like wonder. A setting sun. Each evening brought new they knew gentle that somewhere in the world, but another child ended would soon be ready for their own drifting peacefully to sleep, knowing that some Brushy Blue in a world of crystal waters of more peaceful sparkle creature friends, helping children to care for their precious smiles. One gentle brush in a cozy little house at the edge of a peaceful garden lived a very special toothbrush named Brushy Blue. Unlike other toothbrushes, Brushy Blue had two wonderful gifts. When nighttime came, he would glow with a soft, gentle light just like a firefly, and he could whisper the sweetest lullabies anyone had ever heard. Brushy Blue belonged to a little girl named Luna, who had the most beautiful smile in all the world. Every evening, as the sun would slowly sink behind the fluffy clouds and the stars would begin to twinkle in the velvet sky, Luna would get ready for bed by visiting her friend Brushy Blue in the bathroom. The bathroom was a peaceful place, with soft pastel tiles that reminded Luna of seashells on a quiet beach. A little window let in the silvery moonlight, making everything feel magical and dreamy. Brushy Blue would wait patiently in his special holder, shaped like a crescent moon, until Luna came to say goodnight to her teeth. When Luna would reach for Brushy Blue, he would begin to glow with the gentlest blue light imaginable. It wasn't bright or harsh, but soft and comforting, like the way moonlight looks when it dances on calm water. The light would make Luna feel safe and peaceful, reminding her of summer evenings spent watching fireflies dance in the garden. As Luna would squeeze a small drop of mint toothpaste onto Brushy Blue's bristles, he would begin to hum ever so softly. The tune was always gentle and sweet, like a mother's lullaby carried on a warm summer breeze. Sometimes it sounded like floating clouds, other times like butterflies dancing among flowers, but it always made Luna feel warm and cozy inside. While Luna brushed her teeth, Brushy Blue would sing his special toothbrushing song, helping her remember to clean every tooth carefully and gently. Round and round, up and down, caring for each pearly crown, he would whisper in his soothing voice. The song would echo softly in Luna's mind, making the whole experience feel like a peaceful bedtime ritual rather than a task. Every night, Brushy Blue would tell Luna stories about the Tooth Kingdom while she brushed. He spoke of the brave cavity-fighting knights who protected beautiful tooth castles, and the gentle floss fairies who danced between teeth, spreading their cleaning magic. His stories were always calm and peaceful, never scary or exciting, just perfect for bedtime. The bathroom mirror would reflect Brushy Blue's gentle glow, creating little patterns of light that danced slowly on the ceiling like sleeping stars. These twinkling lights would move in perfect harmony with his lullabies, creating a magical atmosphere that made Luna feel more and more sleepy with each passing moment. After 2 minutes of gentle brushing, which felt like floating on a soft cloud, Brushy Blue's song would slowly fade into a peaceful whisper. Luna would rinse her mouth with water that felt as soft as morning dew, and Brushy Blue would give her a final, gentle glow of approval. Sometimes, on especially quiet nights, Luna would tell Brushy Blue about her day. She would share stories about the butterflies she saw in the garden, or the gentle breeze that made the flowers dance. Brushy Blue would listen carefully, his soft blue light pulsing gently like a heartbeat, showing that he understood every word. As Luna would place Brushy Blue back in his crescent moon holder, he would begin a special bedtime lullaby. This song was the softest and most peaceful of all, filled with dreams of floating clouds, gentle rainbows, and soft moonlight. The melody would follow Luna as she walked to her bedroom, helping her feel ready for sleep. In Luna's dreams, Brushy Blue would sometimes appear as a gentle guardian of good dreams, his soft blue light keeping away any unwanted thoughts. He would float through her dreams like a friendly star, spreading peace and comfort wherever he went. Other toothbrushes in the neighborhood would sometimes wonder about the gentle blue glow that came from Luna's bathroom window each night. They would see the peaceful light and hear the whispered lullabies and feel a little bit sleepier themselves. Some said that on very quiet nights, they could even catch a few words of Brushy Blue's gentle songs. Every morning, Luna would wake up feeling refreshed and happy, knowing that when evening came again, she would get to spend more peaceful moments with her special friend. Brushy Blue would wait patiently through the day, storing up new lullabies and gentle stories to share. And so it went, night after night, in the cozy little house at the edge of the peaceful garden. Luna and Brushy Blue shared their magical bedtime routine, creating moments of peace and comfort that would last in Luna's heart forever. Each evening brought new soft songs and gentle glows, helping Luna drift off to sleep with clean teeth and happy dreams. As the stars would twinkle their own sleepy song and the moon would smile down on the quiet world below, Brushy Blue's gentle glow would slowly fade until morning, keeping watch over Luna's dreams like a faithful friend. And in the peaceful darkness, all was calm, all was well, and all was ready for another. In a cozy little cottage at the edge of Sleepytime Forest lived a gentle young bunny named Luna. Every evening, as the stars began to twinkle in the purple twilight sky, Luna would prepare for her special bedtime routine. Her favorite part was brushing her teeth, which wasn't just any ordinary task. It was a magical musical adventure she shared with all her woodland friends. One peaceful evening, as the soft moonlight filtered through her window, Luna heard a gentle tapping at her door. There stood her best friend, Oliver the Owl, holding his own sparkly toothbrush. "Would you like to join me in the toothbrushing song?" Luna asked with a warm smile. Oliver nodded sleepily, his fluffy feathers swaying gently in the evening breeze. Soon, more friends arrived at Luna's cottage. There was Sophie the squirrel, carrying her acorn-shaped toothbrush, and Marcus the mouse, with his tiny brush that sparkled like dewdrops. Even Benjamin the bear came padding softly through the garden, his big fuzzy paws holding a brush as blue as the evening sky. Luna filled a glass with cool, crystal clear water from the stream that trickled nearby. The sound of the flowing water was like a gentle lullaby, making everyone feel calm and peaceful. She reached for her special toothpaste that tasted like fresh mint leaves from her garden. It reminded her of morning dew and sweet spring breezes. "Shall we begin our special song?" Luna whispered softly. All her friends gathered in a cozy circle, their toothbrushes ready. The song they sang was slow and gentle, like a peaceful bedtime melody. Up and down, round and round, keeping all our teeth so clean, like the stars that shine above, making smiles bright and gleam. As they sang, they brushed their teeth together in slow, careful movements. First, the front teeth, Luna hummed softly. Gentle circles, nice and slow. Their toothbrushes danced like fireflies in the evening light. Now the back teeth, Oliver hooted quietly. Where the sneaky sugar likes to go. Sophie the squirrel swayed gently as she brushed her tiny teeth. Don't forget the inside, she chirped softly, where the tongue can feel. Marcus the mouse demonstrated with his little brush, up and down, like painting with the softest brush that's real. Benjamin the bear showed everyone how to brush his big teeth carefully. Take your time, he rumbled softly. There's no need to rush. Every tooth deserves attention. Every tooth deserves a brush. The friends smiled at each other, their eyes growing sleepy as they continued their gentle routine. Luna taught them her special counting song. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Brush a little bit more. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Making sure we're doing great. 9 and 10. Now once again, keeping teeth clean is our friend. The numbers floated through the air like soft autumn leaves, helping everyone remember to brush long enough. As they brushed, Luna told them about the Tooth Fairy's garden, where all the healthy teeth turned into twinkling stars. Each clean tooth, she whispered, becomes a tiny light, helping guide sweet dreams through the peaceful night. Her friends listened contentedly, their brushing becoming slower and more relaxed. The evening air was filled with the gentle sounds of brushing and quiet humming. Even the crickets outside seemed to join in their peaceful song, creating a symphony of nighttime sounds. Remember to brush your gums with care, Luna sang softly, like gentle waves washing upon the shore. When everyone had brushed thoroughly, they took turns rinsing with the cool, clear water. The sound of gentle swishing mixed with the evening breeze rustling through the leaves outside. Each friend smiled at their reflection in Luna's mirror, their teeth gleaming like pearls in the moonlight. Time for one last check, Luna said softly, as they all ran their tongues over their clean, smooth teeth. How lovely and fresh everything feels. Sophie sighed contentedly. Oliver nodded in agreement, his eyes growing heavy with sleep. As the evening drew to a close, Luna's friends gathered their toothbrushes and prepared to head home to their own cozy beds. Thank you for sharing your special song, Benjamin yawned gently. It makes brushing teeth feel like a wonderful bedtime story. Luna watched as her friends padded softly into the night, each one carrying the peaceful feeling of their shared ritual. She knew that in their own homes, they would remember the gentle song and the careful movements, making their nightly toothbrushing a magical moment of calm before sleep. Back in her cottage, Luna placed her toothbrush in its special holder, shaped like a crescent moon. She smiled at her clean teeth one last time in the mirror, feeling peaceful and ready for sweet dreams. As she climbed into her soft bed, she could still hear the echo of their gentle toothbrushing song, carrying her softly into a peaceful night's sleep. The stars twinkled above the sleepy time forest, watching over all the woodland creatures as they drifted off to sleep with clean, healthy teeth and happy hearts. Each friend knew that tomorrow evening they would gather again for their special toothbrushing song, making their bedtime routine a magical moment of friendship and care. In a cozy bathroom on the second floor of a quiet house, there lived a very special toothbrush named Melody. She wasn't like other toothbrushes, for she had the magical ability to sing the sweetest, gentlest songs anyone had ever heard. Her handle was soft blue like a summer sky, and her bristles sparkled like morning dew on flower petals. Every evening, as the sun painted the sky in soft shades of pink and purple, Melody would wait patiently for her friend Emily to come and brush her teeth. Emily was a little girl with curly brown hair who sometimes forgot that brushing her teeth was important for a healthy, happy smile. One peaceful evening, as the stars began to twinkle outside the bathroom window, Emily walked in feeling particularly sleepy and not very excited about brushing her teeth. She looked at Melody, sitting in her pretty cup holder, and let out a tiny yawn. That's when something wonderful happened. Melody began to hum a soft, sweet tune that floated through the air like a gentle breeze. The song was about dancing bubbles and shining smiles, and it made Emily's heart feel light and happy. "Hello, my dear friend," Melody sang softly, her voice as smooth as honey. "Would you like to join me in a special bedtime song? We can make your teeth sparkle like stars in the night sky." Emily's eyes widened with wonder as she picked up her singing friend. Together they started their nightly routine, but this time it felt different. Melody's song grew a little stronger, but still gentle and soothing. Up and down, round and round, let's make your smile the brightest in town. Like soft clouds floating in the sky, we'll make your teeth clean and dry. As Emily brushed, tiny sparkles of light danced around her toothbrush, and she felt as though she were conducting an orchestra of cleanliness. The toothpaste foam became like soft, fluffy clouds, and each brush stroke felt like a gentle wave washing over her teeth. "That's right," Melody hummed encouragingly. "Let's reach those back teeth where the sugar bugs like to hide. They're sneaky little things, but our song will help them slide away." Emily giggled softly as she imagined tiny sugar bugs running away from Melody's magical tune. The bathroom mirror began to fog up slightly from the warm water, creating a dreamy atmosphere as Emily and Melody continued their gentle dance across her teeth. Behind the front ones, under and over, each tooth deserves love like a four-leaf clover. Melody's song continued, soft and sweet. Time seemed to float by like feathers in a gentle breeze as they brushed. Emily found herself swaying slightly to the rhythm of Melody's song, her eyes growing heavy with contentment. The usual 2 minutes of brushing felt like a peaceful journey through a garden of musical notes and minty freshness. As they reached the final moments of their brushing adventure, Melody's song became even softer, like a lullaby. Gentle circles, patient care, making your smile beyond compare. Each tooth now clean, each sparkle bright, preparing for sweet dreams tonight. Emily rinsed her mouth with cool, clear water that felt like drinking from a mountain stream. She looked in the mirror and saw her clean teeth gleaming like pearls in the soft bathroom light. Melody gave one final, gentle hum of approval. "Thank you for brushing with me tonight," Melody whispered as Emily placed her back in her holder. "Tomorrow, we'll share another song and make your smile even brighter. Sweet dreams, my dear friend." That night, as Emily snuggled into her warm bed, she could still hear echoes of Melody's sweet song in her mind. Her clean teeth felt smooth against her tongue, and her whole mouth felt fresh and happy. She smiled, knowing that tomorrow she would get to brush with her musical friend again. Night after night, Emily and Melody shared their special brushing songs together. Sometimes they sang about dancing toothpaste bubbles, other times about brave teeth standing strong against sugar bugs. Each evening brought a new gentle melody, but always with the same soothing rhythm that made brushing teeth feel like the most peaceful part of bedtime. Other children in the neighborhood began to hear about the magical singing toothbrush, and soon they too wanted to make brushing their teeth a special musical moment. Melody's songs spread joy and good dental habits throughout the town, turning a simple bedtime routine into a beloved ritual. As the moon rose high in the velvet sky each night, Melody would watch over all the children's toothbrushes, teaching them her gentle songs so they too could help their young friends care for their teeth. The bathroom became a peaceful sanctuary of soft music and minty dreams. And so, in bathrooms everywhere, the tradition of the singing toothbrush continued, helping children discover that taking care of their teeth could be as peaceful and pleasant as listening to a bedtime lullaby. Each brush stroke became a note in their nightly song, and every clean tooth became a star in their bright, happy smiles. As you drift off to sleep tonight, perhaps you'll hear Melody's gentle song, reminding you that sometimes the simplest things, like brushing your teeth, can become magical moments filled with music and joy. Sweet dreams, and remember to smile bright. In a cozy little cottage at the edge of Whisperwood Forest lived a small, fluffy bunny named Luna. Every evening, as the sun painted the sky in soft shades of purple and pink, Luna would prepare for her special bedtime routine. Her favorite part was brushing her teeth, because that's when all her forest friends would gather at her window to join in the gentle ritual. Tonight, as Luna held her soft blue toothbrush, she heard a familiar tap at her window. There sat Oliver, the wise old owl, Sophie, the gentle squirrel, and Percy, the peaceful porcupine, all holding their own tiny toothbrushes made from the softest bristles of dandelions. "Welcome, my dear friends," Luna whispered softly, her voice as gentle as evening dew. "Shall we make our teeth sparkle like the stars above?" All her friends nodded with warm smiles, their eyes twinkling with joy. Luna squeezed a small drop of minty toothpaste onto her brush. It reminded her of the fresh, wild mint that grew near the babbling brook in springtime. The paste sparkled like morning frost on flower petals, and its scent was as refreshing as a cool breeze through pine needles. "Let's begin with our front teeth," Luna suggested, making small circles with her toothbrush. Her friends followed along, their movements synchronized like a peaceful dance. "Gentle circles, just like the morning mist swirling through our forest," she hummed. Together, they counted softly. 1, 2, 3, like butterflies floating free. Their brushes moved in perfect harmony as they cleaned each tooth with care and patience. The sound of their soft brushing reminded Luna of leaves rustling in a tender breeze. "Now for our back teeth," Luna guided, "where the sweet berries like to hide." they all moved their brushes to reach their back teeth, imagining they were clearing away the remnants of the day's sweet treats. Back and forth, like gentle waves on a moonlit lake, she murmured. Sophie the squirrel demonstrated her special technique for reaching the inner sides of her teeth. Like cleaning the inside of an acorn home, she whispered, and everyone followed her example. Their brushes moved with the gentleness of flower petals falling on soft moss. Percy the porcupine showed them how to clean their tongue, explaining that it helps keep breath as fresh as morning dew. Softly, softly, he reminded them, like walking on clouds in a dream. Oliver the owl, with all his wisdom, reminded them to brush the tops of their teeth too. Like sweeping stardust from the evening sky, he hooted quietly. They all smiled as they imagined their toothbrushes collecting tiny stars. As they continued their peaceful brushing, Luna began to hum a gentle melody. It was a tune her mother had taught her, about moonbeams dancing on dewdrops and stars twinkling in the night sky. Her friends swayed gently to the peaceful rhythm. "Remember to reach every tooth," Luna whispered, "just as the moon reaches every corner of our forest at night." They moved their brushes carefully, making sure no tooth was left without its share of attention and care. The friends took their time, knowing that proper toothbrushing was like tending to a beautiful garden. It needed patience and gentle dedication. They brushed until every tooth felt as smooth as river stones and as clean as fresh snow. When it was time to rinse, they all took small sips of cool, clear water. Luna imagined it came from the crystal clear stream that flowed through the heart of Whisperwood Forest. They swished the water gently, like little waves in a peaceful pond. After spitting the water out, they all smiled at their reflections in Luna's mirror. Their teeth sparkled like dewdrops in the morning sun, and their mouths felt as fresh as a spring meadow. "Thank you for brushing with me, dear friends," Luna said softly, her heart full of warmth and gratitude. "Our teeth are now as clean as the stars above, and as fresh as the morning breeze." Oliver the owl spread his wings in a gentle stretch. "Sweet dreams, little ones," he whispered. "May your sleep be as peaceful as our evening brush time together." Sophie the squirrel and Percy the porcupine waved goodbye with their tiny toothbrushes, their eyes heavy with sleepiness. Luna watched as her friends made their way back to their cozy homes in the forest, their paths lit by the gentle glow of fireflies. Luna placed her toothbrush in its special holder, shaped like a crescent moon. She felt clean, content, and ready for peaceful dreams. As she climbed into her soft bed, she could still taste the fresh mintiness in her mouth, reminding her of the lovely evening ritual she shared with her forest friends. The moon cast its gentle light through her window, and Luna snuggled deeper into her covers. Her teeth felt smooth and clean against her tongue, and her heart was full of joy from the time spent with her dear friends. As she drifted off to sleep, she looked forward to tomorrow evening, when they would all gather again for their special brushing time under the stars. In the gentle quiet of the night, Luna fell into sweet dreams of dancing toothbrushes, sparkling stars, and the warm smiles of her forest friends, knowing that tomorrow would bring another peaceful evening of caring for their teeth together.